Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Got something nice for you today. If you're Earth, Wind, and Fire fan, let's go. Little tidbit, you know how we do. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life message. Today's gonna be a good one. You've been tuning in, appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. When knowing thyself, aka spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. So, do you know you? And excuse me, the question now is a person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and always to my yacht be true. Right thinkers, this could be fun. Let's talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Back in my day, I missed the symbology and I love their music, but back in my day, it was Earth, Wind, and Fire with the good guys. Parliament Funkadelic was the bad guys. Need I say more? So I was a bad guy. Need to say, but the message that the Earth, Wind, and Fire was singing and addressing, I missed all. I was zoned out. I love the devotion. I love. Oh, I'm about to do devotion now. I had to go play the records to hear. Man, I'm sitting there crying. Why? I missed the message. I take it personal. So yeah, let's talk about devotion. Why? I know about it now. Okay, so EWF taught us about devotion. Let me give you my concept of true devotion. All right, true devotion on who? Excuse me, true devotion to your higher self, aka God. I had no clue about that then. Back there, funk. I'm funk. George was God. Metaphorically, but okay, symbolically. Again, it worked for me. So let's talk about devotion. Devotion is a act that's performed when? Daily, along with what? Your morning prayer and your meditation. Your devotion is the act that what you do, the right thing. You hold yourself accountable to be where you need to be and do what you should be doing. Why? Because of your spiritual discipline concept. You're God conscious now, and that's what makes you devoted to what? Doing the right thing. Okay, I'll speak for myself. How about that? I can speak for me. That's what drives me. Why? My devotion is what drives me. Again, good segue to what? My daily rightism that I teach others to help others any way I can. Give them a message, put it out there, and let them do what they may. But my goal and my devotion to do that is what drives me to do it for the last 5 years. Every day. Haven't missed a day yet. And I did miss one when my face swelled up. Now I put shows in the bank just in case something happens. I can't get here live. But yeah, my goal is to make sure I put my philosophy out there for those who want it. That's it. I got it covered. Now, in devotion, we all have it in whichever way you direct it, you still got to do certain things. And the reward for your devotion is not always in monetary gains, such as money, but in life's blessings. My blessings ain't in monetary things. And sometimes it do come in that, but the blessing I get for doing what I do, ain't a price on that. It's priceless, my master. That's priceless. Why? It's all from here. If it makes you feel good that you can help somebody else out, that's godly. At one time, all I want to do is get over on people and outsmart them and, play them from the streets. So that's what was my intention. Okay, but now my devotion is to what? Enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate all those that I can who are on the spiritual path that I chose 20 years ago, that I'm still helping others out. If they choose to make their path, I can help you out. Why? I know the way now. Trust me. So moving on. All right. My devotion is to serve my higher self, God. I'm not running around here raising the roof, praise the Lord, and all that. No, no, no. I treat people respectfully. I conduct myself in a respectful manner. And I do the things that I know to be right. That's it. Nothing special. That don't take a whole bunch of just your effort. Again, I say put the work in. They use the word effort. Yeah, because you have to do something. Moving on. My higher self and showing devotion to my higher self is what drives me to do what the right thing when daily. I want to impress my higher self daily. So I do the things that make them impressed. And then what I get in return, blessings. Simple as that. What your blessings or what you may need or consider blessing will be different from mine. He give you what you need. Well, my man tell you, my pastor, my best friend say, he knows your heart. Oh, I know that now. I never forget. That's been his phrase for a long time. But I know what it means now. Moving on. And it don't get no better than that. If he knows your heart, that must be where he at. He don't know your mind. No, no, no. Thoughts is yours. You got control of that. He know your heart. Hope you're understanding this. But it's all about understanding who you showing your allegiance and who you are devoted and what you're voted to. That's all. If it's right, it'll be rewarded. If it's not, you'll find out real soon. Simple. To be consistent, doing the right thing is true devotion. I know my church family, I always pride and say, listen, outside the church, Wednesday, when we on the prayer line, we're still just as good and righteous and humble as we can be. And on Sunday, we do the same thing. But what I like about them is everybody holds themselves accountable to do that when they're not in church or on the prayer line. That line. I said, my man, if you're the leader of that, you're leading the flock the right way. You got everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing for themselves. Okay, not relying on the pastor. No, he just gave you instructions. I'm the teacher. I just give you the lesson. What you do with it is your choice. So again, whatever your endeavors are, if you're doing it the right way, it'll work out for you. Moving on. I ain't tell you, but no, serving him is every individual's choice. And you're doing that indirectly, whether you know it or not anyway. But when you're true, when you turn your spiritual life over to God, be born again, born in Christ, whatever again what you call it, but it's some things that you're going to do. Your effort going to change, and that's what changes your life. The effort that you put in. How about that? And you turn your life over to God of your understanding, whether it be Allah, Buddha, Jehovah, whatever. But when you do that, you're going to do certain things. Right thing, philosophy just hold you accountable to follow the philosophy as best you can. That's on you. Living a spiritually disciplined lifestyle ain't for everybody. Simple as that. And no. But for those who do, that's true devotion. Holding yourself accountable to do the right thing. That's devotion. Okay, what? To God, whoever you look for, your higher self, whatever you call them. But in the practice of right thinking philosophy, I teach you living out your devotion to your higher self when daily. Again, make it part of your life to do, the right thing. That's all you got to do. Whatever situation it is, you do the right thing. Whatever somebody else do, say, You do the right thing. Acquiesce to the situation. Conduct yourself in a respectful manner. And guess what? You won't be blocking your blessings, because if you're right, you get what's due you. You're wrong, you can't not understand that the action that you chose, if it's wrong, the consequences that come with that. Just understand that. That's all. Be willing to pay the price for your actions. We teach our young people that early in life. A lot of us have stopped going to that place called a prison, and it's 80% of us in there, black people. That's my next. I'm gonna rant my little soapbox about that too. But now we talk about devotion. Now, if you're showing devotion by doing, and you're not receiving your blessings, who are you showing devotion to? That's the next issue. If you feel though you're doing the right thing and Jehovah or Allah ain't blessing you, are you really doing the right thing, or are you really serving the right person? Your choice. And showing devotion to anyone other, ready for this? God is just a true waste of time. If you're devoted to a human being, if you're devoted to flesh, sorry, I love you. I'm not devoted to you. Okay? Wife, mother, father, no. Oh, trust me. My devotion is to my higher self. That's first. That's self-preservation, as far as I'm concerned. So that's my perspective and that's my philosophy. I ain't telling you how to do whatever you do, but that's just my concept. And I'm devoted to a higher level, not humans. Okay? Devotion is a positive desire that's energy led with emotions and passion, and put in action. That means you're going to do some good things because you're driven, you're motivated to do just that. We got good people doing good things. Got a bunch of people pretending to do good things. Got a bunch of them lying about they're going to do the good thing. But those who do the right thing, you should be able to see them, recognize them for who they are. If your discernment is so weak that you can't see something that Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder see in person's character and understand how they are, gouge your eyes out. Don't need to see why you ain't seeing what's there. You don't need the eyes why you ain't using them. Discernment is observation. Pay attention. When you become God conscious, that means you've been putting in some work. That means some things started happening. That means you know thyself. And once you do that, you start what? Helping others to what? Know themselves. That's why I'm here every day. Why I do what I do is for you, so that you can get the same results. I couldn't think of nothing better to do to help others find what I found within myself. God. I don't run around here. I ain't a fan of God. I don't hoop and holler at the fool. I can teach you and show you how the things you need to do so you can get his attention for yourself. That's teaching. Yeah, what? It's all about God. My man, if you ain't figured out it's all God with me all the time, then you ain't got this thing. Why? That's my whole goal, to get you to know God for yourself. I ain't I ain't here to preach to you about God, how good he is. I'm just telling you how to get what you need in life, if that's what you want. Spiritual enlightenment, that's what I got for you. When you become God conscious, yeah, it's all about God with me, but hopefully in an intelligent way, intellectually. Why? Not in a fanatical way where, praise the Lord, Lord God, oh, no, man, I'm not a preacher. I keep explaining that to you. And my pastors don't do that either. So all preachers don't do that. I understand that, so I can't make light of preachers no more. Why? I know when he don't fit that bill, so I give y'all a break. Because of him, y'all get it passed. I can't say that because I know one who don't do all that. So, yeah, moving on. Where we at? Yeah, I live what I teach. Hence, the title Sage. No matter what, I won't compromise my philosophy. Okay, I'm going to maintain. My desire to do what's right will always supersede my egoistic ways to do what I want to do, even to you. So my desire to do what's right is teaching and living by my philosophy daily. That's what I do. That's why I do it. And God bless you too. And I was devoted to the streets back in the day. Totally different. Same concept. Street life. I was devoted to the street life, the drug game, but it didn't pay off. I spent exactly about 5 years from 75 to 80, 81, 76, somewhere around there. But it was about a 5 year run where I did my thing. I had my way. But in all of that, for the next 3 years, I sat in prison. So it didn't pan out for me. Okay. Everybody else involved with me didn't do time. I was the only one who did time. All that stuff we did, all them years, only one who went down was moi. And that's how it's supposed to be. And I understand that. I ain't got no problem with that. Period. Being responsible. But my devotion wasn't put in the right place. Since then, I've been devoted to my higher self. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing now. Help you hopefully avoid putting yourself in that bad position to realize I should be doing. Yeah, that's what you should be doing. Don't go to him when everything is all done. Go to him. Just let him know I'm here. Okay, moving on. Wake up. Okay, serve somebody other than your lower self. Okay, now when you are spiritual, you want to feel good about helping others. That's what true spirituality is all about. Okay, that's why I do what I do for you. Now, this point in my life, where we at? Okay, the streets. Practicing spiritual discipline lifestyle is what we call true devotion. Why? I'm holding myself accountable to just do what's right. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I'm going to do what's right. Moving on. Some people benefit from that. I know I do. Why? I'm the better person for that. I live right according to my philosophy that I teach. And I'm devoted to do just that. Not man. Okay. I know I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And I'm here to what? Learn something. My life, everybody life is here's the lessons you had to learn. I feel like I learned my why. I know myself now. I figured it out for myself. Now all I want to do is help other people do the same thing. Okay, call me crazy. Whatever. But it don't get no better than that. I found something that I think is worth, and I'm sharing it with those who want it. Simple as that. Moving on. I ain't caught up in a whole bunch of nonsense. Wow, this is real. This ain't no joke. This ain't no game. All right. I've been 5 years doing this, and the rewards I'm getting, I ain't got to go to prison. I ain't got to sit down for the next 3 years and think about what I did wrong. I can continue to do what I do, enlighten, educate, and motivate you and inspire you too. Moving on. Let me wrap this up again. I appreciate. Oh yeah, I see the time. I appreciate you tuning in. But this was the lesson I wanted to get out. Let you know if you serve the right person, you will be blessed for that. If you serve man, you're gonna be frustrated, disappointed. Why? That's not the good thing to do. Put it in the higher. Okay, man is lower. Moving on. Where we at? Yeah, man. Now I'm devoted to God, not man or woman. Okay, but my devotion leads me to teach those who are ignorant, enlighten them to themselves so they would know who themselves, if nothing else. I'm not here to give knowledge about nothing except yourself. That's God. Moving on. Again, God all the time. My devotion to be my best self I can be is what drives me to do what it is I do for you. Why? In turn, I'm giving of myself to somebody else to benefit them. It don't get no godlier than that. Moving on. God's gift to me was life. What I do with my life is my gift to him. And if I can get other people to get their life to him, I'm doing my job for him. Why? Respectfully and understanding, that's what devotion is. You get other people doing what's right and what's good. I passed on the goodness to my kids. None of them are drug dealers. None of them got prison records. Moving on. That's the difference. Last one. Wrapping up. Right thinkers are devoted to what? Bettering themselves. When? Daily. Okay, that's important. If you're doing, living, and being, it has to be done like the sunrise daily. Okay? I live a devoted, spiritually disciplined lifestyle. I love the life that I'm devoted to, and I live the life that I'm devoted for. And I'm good with that. If what you're doing satisfies you, that all should matter. So understand, I'm not here to impress nobody but my higher self. And me being devoted to my higher self, again, keeps me cool in what? All life situations at this point in my life. And then a bunch I got to prove about a whole bunch of this, that, and the other. So I'm good. Whether you praise me or ridicule me, don't move the needle. That's self mastery. That's when you're devoted to a higher self. You don't worry about yourself. Moving on. Why? Because I practice what I teach. I get the blessings that come with just doing that. Bettering yourself, getting to know your higher self, is not getting in the mud with the pig and claim not to be a pig. If the pig is in the mud and inviting you and tempting you to get in and you don't, that means you ain't the pig. Let them wallow by themselves. Enjoy yourself. Wrapping up again. Hope you pay attention. Hope you got the lesson. My whole goal is to teach concepts that you can manifest for yourself. I'm at a higher level, spiritually, intellectually, whatever you want to call it. And if you want to hang around with me, you got to raise your conscious level up a little bit better. That's all. I'm not going to come down there. You got to come up here. I'm a falcon. I do my business up there. I come down here to hang out every now and then. I see when I ain't welcome, I just ascend. Go on back where I come from, up high. So, again, in closing, right thinkers, may you all devote yourself to higher self, not man, okay? And may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you passed away. I'll be back. I'm not done.